Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary and I am so excited for you guys to be here with me today. As you may know, we are on the floor and we are decluttering my makeup. We are going through it and trying to really get rid of the stuff I'm just not using. We just finished last week's video, which was going through the eyeliners. I hope you guys go check that one out. That one was a really fun one. And then for today's video, we are going to dive into the mascaras. So if you guys like declutter videos, I'll make sure to leave my playlist down below. If you guys enjoy makeup related videos, I would love for you guys to subscribe to the channel. Feel free to like the video and comment down below, introduce yourself, say hello, and let's just get started into this next one here, going through the mascaras. Okay, we're in the last bit of products here in this drawer, and that is mostly mascaras. And then we've also got this like little bonus little baggie here of just like one-off kind of more miscellaneous products. So I'm gonna pull all of this out of here, and I think I want to start in this bag here, these more miscellaneous products, just cause I think it'll be fun and interesting. So I'm gonna dump all these out. And basically this is just a drawer full of like individual shadows, you know, liquid shadows. They're not like in palettes, odd little things. These probably don't even need to be in here. It's like little random things. So where do we want to start with this? Let's kind of divide this up here. Okay, so I've got it all laid out here in front of me. As I've explained in all of my other declutters here, I've got an alley bag set aside here for the products we're gonna hang on to, and another alley bag over here for the stuff we're gonna get rid of. And then I'll kind of set things off to the side and stuff if I need to circle back on them. And I really wanna first focus on the products I know for sure I'm gonna hang on to. And the first thing that comes to mind is this single shadow here by ColourPop. I don't know, like this was a limited edition. So it's not around anymore, which is such a bummer, but this is part of their ColourPop collection, and oh my goodness, I love this shadow. I don't know how well it's gonna show up in my lighting here currently, but I love this single shadow, this little Super Shock topper. It's just got every beautiful little pinks and greens in there. It's my favorite, so I'm definitely not getting rid of that. Another product I know that I'm not going to get rid of is this right here. I really have not used a lot of this, but this is the Inglot Dualine liquid. It's like a liquid medium type thing. Yeah, it's a makeup mixing liquid, and so basically you can put this on like eyeshadows to help liquefy them. I haven't tried it, but people have claimed that they'll put it in like, they'll drop a little bit of it into like their mascaras, and it's supposed to supposedly make your mascara waterproof. I want to test that at some point, but I haven't yet. But I do really like using this on eyeshadows to liquefy them, make them into like more graphic liners or, you know, more liquid liners for fun little graphic looks. So we are gonna keep this guy. The other product I'm going to keep is this right here. And I also have a white one. I think it's in a different baggie somewhere, unless I ended up getting rid of it, but I don't know why I would have. But this is this is by Kiss. It is a lash glue liner. So instead of like your typical lash glues, this one is in a liner form. And you just apply it on top of your eyeliner or as your eyeliner. And it's got a bit of a tacky base. I'm gonna let it kind of dry down a little bit here. Ooh, it's kind of like chrome. That's kind of weird. I've never looked at it in the light. But, so it's just a very black liner. And then as it dries down, it leaves a little bit of a tack. I really don't know how the strong hold of this stuff is. There's probably stronger lash glues out there, but I like how this is, where you apply it onto the eye first and then you apply your lash over top. So I am going to hold on to this. Again, I think I have a white one somewhere else that I'm holding on to. There's so much in this little baggie that I just don't use because when it's like individual or kind of like odd one-off things, I don't use them as often. Like I hardly ever use glitter glues, but I know that this one from NYX here is really, really good. I think I'm gonna pass on this one. I want to have a glitter glue or a glitter primer in my collection, even though I don't use them too often, but they would be good for other people. But this packaging on this one is actually busted. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm not gonna give it away to anybody. I'm probably just gonna throw that one away because the packaging is busted on it. And then I have this other eye primer as well. And I remember, I don't use this on my eyes ever, but I packed it with me one time. Hello, is there any product in here? Hello? Well, never mind. I think it's completely dried out. It does not want to come out. It is clogged or something, so never mind. We're gonna throw that one away. We're gonna get rid of that. But I remember talking about this on one other video where I didn't use it as an eye primer, but I used it around my nose and it did a really good job of smoothing out the nose area and the makeup held over top of it really, really well. So if that's something you want to try and you want to try this out on your nose or on your face, you can, but I'm getting rid of that one. And let's take a look at this guy here. So this is the Danessa Myricks Lightwork 5 IV. Is that 5 or is that 4? I don't know. That's not 5. I don't know what that, I don't know numerics or whatever, but it's such a really cool chrome eyeshadow. It is so interesting, but being that it's an individual shadow, I just don't use it very often. And it's got such an interesting texture. I think it's meant to be used like if you wet a brush or something like that, and it comes off a lot more like flaky. Like you can really manipulate the product and get different results out of it. Oh my gosh. I hope that shift, oh yes, that shift picks up on camera for you. Wow. That's so fun. I think I'm gonna end up holding on to that because it's such a unique product, but I want to swatch right next to it. I've got this Ciate London Shadow Flip, and honestly, it looks to be the same thing in a liquid form. So I'm so curious how similar these look side by side. It's dried up. Oh no. Clearly oh. Okay, never mind. That's going in the garbage too. Clearly I forgot about that. I know that's not supposed, yeah, it's supposed to be a liquid shadow, but it is dust. Oh wow. Okay, I wanted to see how similar those were because it has like the same shifts, but that's garbage. That is no more. So we're getting rid of that. I've got these other two Danessa Myrick products as well. These are matte liquid shadows. And I don't use these very often. It's such a pretty color though. Oh, eye lips and cheek pigment. Okay, very cool. This one is in the shade Desert Rose. That is pigmented. Wowza. And then the other one that I have, this one's in the shade Chocolate. Okay, so there are the Danessa Myrick matte pigments swatched. Those are beautiful and so pigmented. And they dry down. That one's a little wet still, but like, wow. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to those for sure. I need to find reasons for those, so holding on to all of those Danessa Myrick products. Those are beautiful. And then the last little bits that we've got from that little bin are a lot of like these shadow sticks or like these jumbo sticks from NYX. Let's start with these two that are very similar-ish and see what we think. So I've got a mini of one of the Bobbi Brown Long Wear cream shadows. So there's that, if you can see it. I know that these like highlighters and some more skin tone stuff are sometimes a little hard to see on camera, but that is super duper pretty. I think we're gonna end up holding on to that. And the one that I think is somewhat similar is this Thrive Cosmetics Brilliant Eye Brightener. I've had this thing for so long and I just don't ever use it, but it is so similar. It's a little less buttery than the Bobbi Brown, It's swatched right below it. I don't know how well that'll pick up on camera. I mean, it is really, really nice. I just don't know how often I'm gonna use it. So I think I gotta let the Thrive one go. And then I've also got this really fun, I think the brand is Batter Up. No, the brand is The Balm. The Balm Cosmetics, and it's called their Batter Up Longwear Eyeshadow Stick. This right here, I've used this one time in a makeup video. I did a recreating a Angela Bright's makeup look. It was a purple look, but I did it green. And I used this because it's such a cool, dark green color. Oh, it's so cool. I just don't use it though. I don't know, man. I'll have to think about that as well. And then the other things I have in here are the jumbo sticks. I've got this black one that honestly I've just never opened. And my intention is that if I would do like a smoky eye, I would lay this down first. But I've done smoky eyes before and I haven't grabbed for this. I'll grab an eyeliner and that works totally fine. So I'm not using it. So I'm just gonna give that one away. And then I've got this jumbo metallic stick that is probably honestly very similar to this Bobbi Brown and Thrive one. Yep, super similar. I think out of all of those, I think I still like the Bobbi Brown one the most. Hopefully you can kind of see those there. I'm gonna get rid of that one. And then the thing I bought the pack for was for this guy right here. It's the white one. People were doing that trend of like taking this jumbo stick and highlighting their nose and in their eyes and all of that stuff. And then this blended out super, super nicely. But I bought a whole pack just to get this white one. And I still really don't use it that much. I'm gonna hold on to it just because it is a white stick. And it can be used for a lot of things, but I honestly don't use it very often. But we'll hold on to that one for now. I'm gonna hold on to the Bobbi Brown. And I'm gonna hold on to the green one because it is so cool and so unique. So yeah, that's everything for that little individual one. I'm gonna put those all back in here for the time being. I'm hoping I can figure out a better solution for these because again, they're just so odd and they're so individual that I don't think to grab for these ever. So I don't really know what the best solution is to actually like remember that I have these and actually use them more often. But these actually I think are really, really good. Okay, now we're into the mascaras and let's dive into these here now. This will be interesting to go through because I won't really be able to swatch them. I'll have to really, really try my best to go off of memory. So I'm gonna go and dive in and go with the obvious ones that I know that I'm gonna hang on to. And the number one is the one that's in this package here. This literally came in the mail today as I was decluttering other drawers earlier today. And it is the Revlon So Fierce mascara. I've still got a little bit left in the original here, but I was like, I want to get another one. This has been a favorite of mine for quite some time and I've been really happy with it. I'm actually wearing it today, but once this one's gone, I've got the backup for it and I'm so happy about that. So we are for sure keeping that. Another very obvious favorite that we're going to hang on to is this right here. It is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. This one is so nice. It is so good for every day. I love the way that this makes my little lashes look. So we are definitely hanging on to that one. And then a good side-by-side to that guy. Honestly, I have never worn them back to back, but oftentimes if you like the Maybelline Lash Sensational, you are also a big fan of the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. This is also an amazing mascara. So definitely gonna be hanging onto this one as well. And then another more recent favorite of mine is this ColourPop Level Up Lengthening Mascara. I love how this looks on my eyes. This is starting to become a new favorite. It's not gonna replace Revlon. that's for sure. But it's up there. They look pretty darn similar as you layer them up. So I do really like this one, so we're gonna hold on to that. Starting to get a little tricky. So, a longtime favorite of mine is this right here. It is the Believe Beauty. It is their extended lengthening mascara. I love using this one because of the applicator. I love using this on my lower lashes, but I have had this one in my collection for a very long time that I do think it's time for me to get rid of it. But I did recently do a video for Kiko Milano, and this one gives me similar vibes, packaging as well, but it has also somewhat of a smaller applicator. So this one is really nice for the under eyes as well. So I'm gonna hold on to this one kind of as a replacement for that Believe one. And this one also even has like treatment stuff in it to help strengthen your lashes. It's a 30-day extensions treatment mascara. So yes, we're gonna hang on to that. This one here is by Soap and Glory. I've had this for a long time, and it is time for this one to go. I do remember really, really liking this one, but it's time to let it go. Man, oh man, that applicator is huge. It's time to let it go. I have other ones that I use so much more, and I think since I've had it for so long, I think the safest thing is to just get rid of it. Similar thing with this Catrice one, and honestly, I don't even know if this one exists anymore. This is the Catrice Pret de Volume Deep Black False Lash Mascara. I loved this one when I did the Catrice video, but I went to go and look to try to repurchase it, and I couldn't find it, or at least it wasn't sold in America anymore. I don't know. I've used a good amount of this one up anyways, but it's time to let this one go. It's old, it's basically dried up and used up, and I don't know that you can even get it in America anymore. So we're gonna get rid of that one. Another one, sadly, that I'm gonna get rid of is this right here. It is the Bite Mascara. This was not on the shelves for a very, very long time. It came out, Bite was coming out with products, and then they went out. I don't know if they like went out of business because they still have their Bite Labs, but they stopped making makeup. And so this is a mascara that is no longer available, but man, oh man, I loved this stuff. It was such a beautiful, beautiful mascara, but it's no longer available, so I am gonna get rid of that one. A couple more that I think I'm also gonna get rid of. Let's just kind of pull these out. Yes, start there. This one right here, this one is by Profusion, and honestly, I think it was a fairly fine, well, let's step back here a little bit. Looking at the applicator here, I think I'm gonna hold on to this one for a little bit. It looks like it could be a decent lower lash mascara with the way that the applicator is. It feels to be like a really dry formula just from pulling it out of the applicator, or out of the container. I'm gonna have to try to remember to use this. This is one that I've used a couple of times and I just kind of forget about it all the time. But looking back at that brush, I think it could be good as a lower lash mascara. I just need to remember it. So we're gonna hold on to that one for now, actually. Similar to the Bite Beauty, this Makeup Geeks one, Makeup Geeks is no longer around. I really did not get a lot of use out of this mascara, but if they're no longer a brand, I really shouldn't be holding on to it. So we are going to let this one go. And I think another one that we need to let go is this Essence Lash Princess. This is another one that I've had for just a good amount of time. I remember, like, I like this one a lot. I do really like this one a lot. The one big downfall about it is that if you are going to use this one, especially the green colored one, do your eye makeup first, because this one will flake when you are applying it. It doesn't flake after the fact, but it will flake and make a mess when you are in the process of applying it. So if you have all your face makeup on and stuff, you'll have to kind of work around that. But beautiful mascara, but I am going to get rid of it. Just had it for a long time. Looking at this Milani one, this is their highly rated anti-gravity mascara. I know a lot of people really like this one. Ooh, that's a really cool applicator. I need to wear more mascaras. I think I'll keep this one. I know a lot of people really like it. I think I enjoyed it the one time I used it, 1 or 2 times. I honestly don't remember. So I am going to hold on to this one for now because I do think it is, I think it's a good one. I just need to play with it a little bit more. Then we've got this one by Undone Beauty. I think I've only used this the one time. I don't know. Oof, that's a big ol' applicator. Very dark black. Clean lash in very dark black. I think I'm gonna let this one go. The applicator is really big, looks really messy. It could potentially be a really good mascara. I'm just not using it, so I think it needs to be given to somebody else who will get more use out of it than I will. And that might be a similar thing with this Pacifica vegan collagen one. I feel like I wanted to like this. Again, I mentioned it in other videos, Pacifica, they have a lot of like skincare, you know, good health, good for your lashes, collagen, like skincare stuff in mind. But I'm not using it. The applicator is really weird. That one's really different. I don't think I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to pass that one on to somebody else. And then we've got 2 more here. We've got the Flower Lash Warrior Mascara. This guy right here. And I've used this one a couple of times and I actually do really enjoy it. So I am going to keep using it. It's definitely out of everything I have, probably lower on the list, but I do enjoy it. So I'm going to keep holding on to that one. And then I've got the Winky Lux Extrava Lash. And this one is really cool. My favorite thing about this is for sure the applicator. This doe foot at the end here. Sorry, hopefully I'm showing these off for you. It has like a little round ball at the end, which I think is super duper cool, and you can be very precise when it comes to applying the mascara. So I do like this one. I do need to get more use out of it. We will keep that one. Wow, look at all that space. Oh my goodness gracious. We're holding on to 9. I mean, that's an extra, but like 9 mascaras. That's insane. That's so cool. I'm so happy about that. And these are, I've said it at the end of a lot, like every single I've said it at the end of every single declutter that I've done here so far. Like after I put the products back in for the ones I'm definitely holding on to, I'm so happy about it because I know that I'm going to use these products. So that is super duper exciting. I love that these are the products that I'm holding on to. And that makes me so happy. And we are getting rid of so much, which is so amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed that declutter video. Again, if you guys want to check out the playlist, I'll have it linked down below and I'll have my previous video at the end of the video here. Feel free to give the video a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to be notified of the next time that I post, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.